Hi guys, Mike here with another build that I have completed, and I also like to say Happy Easter to everybody out there celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So hope everybody has a happy Easter today. And anyway, I'm here though to talk about my finished 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT8 by AMT 1/25th scale. And as I mentioned in my first update on this, I didn't realize that this was going to be I don't know what I guess they call it, a curbside model or showcase model or whatever. But it didn't come with an engine. So I tried to do some scratch building here for that. But anyway, here is the box, and actually the color looks kind of almost similar to this. This is the color, the picture on the of the car on the box here is more like an orange, I guess you would say. Well, it shows up orange on my video, but the box looks like a deeper color than that, almost a reddish color. But anyway, but I'm going to remove the box and show you what I got. The color I used for this is a magenta, and but it looks more or less like a hot pink color. But anyway, you know, I got her done. Of course, as always, there were some issues. Excuse me, with the paint, as there always is. I had a few rough spots that, you know, that mistakes that I had made, and one of them was on the door here. There was a terrible blemish. I tried to touch it up, and of course it didn't, you know, turn out the way I wanted it to, so I covered it up with a decal. But anyway, the decals, even putting the decals on didn't turn out that great. They tore on me, and I had a hard time getting them on. This decal here came with the model kit. The two decals on the side, I just already had those. They came from different kits. But even the one up on the front, on the hood here, wanted to kind of tear on me, and I just kind of barely got it on there without it, you know, tearing to the point where I couldn't use it. But I managed to get it on. So, but then I also had a little pinstriping decal I put on the back, and it also had the Dodge license plate decal that I put on there that came with the car. So anyway, but like I said, you know, it's just some issues with the paint. For the most part, you know, the paint came out okay, I suppose. You know, could have been better. Also, as you can see, I did had extensive use of the Molotow chrome pen, which I'm happy with that. It you have to be really careful with it, though. One of the problems I had, and this is something that always happens, and I just am not careful with it. You know, I put the chrome with the chrome pen on there, and then I completely forget that it's on there and it's wet, and I'll go to grab the car to do something with it, to turn it, and then I get the the paint of the chrome gets on my fingers, and I don't know it, and then I go to grab it somewhere else, and it smears on all over my nice paint job, and I end up having to clean it off, you know, and that's not always the easiest thing to do. So I have to really be careful with that. The doors, I opened the doors, I cut them open, and this is still, the chrome on that is still wet. I just got some on my fingers. I'm just gonna have to make sure I don't touch anything else with my finger. But it allows you to see inside a little bit better. Give you a better look at the dash and inside there. I carpeted the floor. I had to cut a hole there in where the floor is to compensate for my hinge, because I have a specialized hinge. So in order for me to close that, as you can see, it has to have room to clear, so I had to cut that piece out there. But anyway, it allows you to see a little bit better on the inside. I'll see if I can get this one open as well. And see if you can see in there. I did some work with the seats, a little bit of trim there using some thread. That's actually upholstery thread. That's the same thread that I used to cut the doors open, which is, you got to be really careful doing that, because it's easy to fall into the idea, you know, when you're cutting with thread, you can cut a straight line to a certain point, and then it's not straight anymore, and you have to be really careful doing that if you guys ever want to do that. So anyway, but you know, this is the first time I've ever used thread to cut open the doors. So get that back closed up there. And the hood, of course, came separately. I added a hinge to the hood, and as you can see, I got my engine in there. I was going to put a lot more stuff in there to go along with the engine, but I was pretty unhappy with the way the engine fit in there. It didn't want to fit very good. That engine, as I believe I showed it in my update, I just put all the pieces together from scratch, and as you can see, it tilts in there. I didn't want it to tilt, excuse me, but there, you know, the way it fits in there, I tried to fix that, but I was not able to. So, but at least I got an engine in there where there was not supposed to be one. Get that door fixed a little bit better there. Anyway, but at least I got an engine in there where there was not supposed to be one. Close that back up. And I'm going to show you the bottom, which I decided to do some extensive painting on the bottom to just kind of snazz it up. And you know, it just kind of gives it a little more of a snazzier appearance rather than it just being a plain old, you know, the bottom of a car of these models doesn't always look the best. But I snazzed it up as much as I could. So, but anyway, guys, this is my Dodge 2008 Dodge Challenger. and leave me any comments. Let me know what you think. I've got a couple other models that I'm going to get started on here. And I'm going to do that as soon as I get my pictures posted of this car. So I hope you enjoyed the video here, guys. And again, happy Easter to everybody that's watching and all your families. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And so you guys take care. We'll see you the next time. And God bless all of you. See you later.